Crack open a bottle of Penta brand bottled water and pour it into a glass, and it looks like pretty ordinary water. That's because molecularly speaking, it is, just plain old H2O. But not that long ago, the makers of Penta water were claiming that their water was structurally superior to normal water. They claimed that it had been proven to be absorbed by cells faster and more effectively.
It was absurd.
San Diego lawyer Stephen Morris filed a class action lawsuit in 2003 against the makers of Penta water. The case brought forward complaints of unfair business practices and false advertising.
They were actually saying that they had restructured the water such that the clusters of water molecules were smaller in their bottled water and therefore could be just hydrated quicker into the cells. I mean, it was ridiculous.
The makers of Penta water vigorously defended their patented process. They said they were able to shrink molecular clusters of water using high-energy sound waves. Two chemists at UC San Diego prepared a report about Penta for the court case. They concluded the company's claims were not only wrong, but absurd.
This was one of the worst examples of pseudoscience or junk science that I've personally seen.
Today, Jonathan Sexton is an associate professor at North Carolina Central University. Back when he was a graduate student at UC San Diego, he and his PhD advisor prepared a report analyzing what they called Penta's junk science. Sexton says water can't be molecularly restructured in any stable way. And even if it could, that would do nothing to help it hydrate cells more efficiently.
We had a good chuckle over this.
Penta water is ultra-pure energized water that may help increase antioxidant activity in your body.
The makers of Penta agreed to settle the case and stop making certain claims in their marketing. So what does any of this have to do with stem cells? Well, yesterday we told you about Jim Gass, a stroke patient who went to Tijuana based on a referral from a San Diego stem cell company called STEMEDICA. Gass's doctors later discovered a tumor in his spine, where Gass says he received injections of a different San Diego company's fetal stem cells. Gass says he trusted STEMEDICA to point him in the right direction because their leadership was full of people with medical degrees, impressive credentials, and years of experience. But KPBS has found that 3 people currently listed online as top STEMEDICA executives previously worked for the company that made Penta water. One of them is STEMEDICA's president and chief medical officer, Nikolai Tankovich. During the lawsuit, Tankovich stood by his assertion that Penta was, quote, superior to regular water in a number of ways. STEMEDICA spokesman Dave McGugan said he was not able to comment on this.
Because STEMEDICA neither uses or ever has used Penta water or any of its derivatives in its manufacturing or product development process, it would be inappropriate for us to speak about Nick's personal relationship with Penta.
KPBS has also found that the credentials of STEMEDICA's leaders don't always hold up to scrutiny. We looked into the background of Chief Medical Officer Nikolai Tankovich. His bio on STEMEDICA International's website claims he currently serves as a legate at Oxford University's Center for Science and Society Board of Trustees. But Oxford officials tell KPBS that Tankovich's name did not appear in a search of their staff records. One official said Tankovich never held an academic or any other position there. Gass says he didn't see anything about Penta water back when he was looking into the people running STEMEDICA. I asked him, if he had known about this history, would he have been more skeptical about contacting STEMEDICA?
I think so. I'm not sure what I would have done, but I would have thought twice.
Gass hopes other patients thinking of traveling abroad for expensive stem cell treatments will be more educated about the risks than he was. David Wagner, KPBS News.